Justin Baldoni is not the only one who thinks she's a mean girl. I'm exaggerating, but this is Caitlin Marie Cooper, and she has taken to social media to share with us all that went down that is very unsavory and bullying of the plantation princess and her entourage.
After all of the footage of Blake Lively being a bully has surfaced online, it appears that Lively has been exposed as a bully once more. This time, the victim was an innocent fan who apparently received the full brunt of Lively's wrath. The fan refused to be coerced into submitting and instead shared all the information on social media.
Lively herself comes out, starts recording us, says hi to get us to look up at her, circles our car, gets the car information, license plates, all that.
You have probably seen Blake Lively's latest PR fiasco at the South by Southwest Film Festival in Austin, Texas, where she and Anna Kendrick were promoting their new movie, Another Simple Favor.
Like, what does it mean to be back with Anna?
Oh, it's the best. I'm so happy. Okay, this way.
You look beautiful. Anna, what does it mean to be working with Blake again?
However, the entire situation blew up in her face, with truckloads of dirt digging up more and more dirt, rather than the headlines focused on the film.
What I hear is that it's not just Blake, it's Anna. The fact, yes, they hate each other. They hate each other. And from what I'm hearing, the sequel was a nightmare. A nightmare.
However, far from the film festival throngs, another catastrophe was taking place when Blake supposedly had a strange run-in with a fan that is now going viral on social media. Caitlin Tucker Marie Cooper used the platform to post a number of viral videos about her unexpected encounter with Lively. Cooper claimed that she and her mother had gone to Hotel 1928 in Waco, Texas, a posh hotel owned by TV stars Chip and Joanna Gaines, for a day's vacation. It turned out that Lively was staying there that weekend, and this is where things start to get interesting. Cooper claims that when Lively and her group arrived, she and her mother were idly observing passers-by in the lobby. Like many others, Cooper took out her phone and recorded the actress, but she was unprepared for the social media frenzy that ensued.
My mom and I were staying at Hotel 1928 in Waco, Texas this weekend. Blake Lively and her team were staying there as well after South by Southwest in Austin on Friday night. We found this out from all the hotel staff. Ended up recording her coming into the hotel lobby. We were just hanging out, people watching. Her team caught wind of this, I believe. Maybe saw me recording her on the security camera. Did not like this. Thought maybe I recorded something they didn't want out there, didn't want me to see, whatever. Next morning, we kind of were being followed by her security guard a little bit on the way out. Checking out of the hotel.
Cooper believes that Lively's security crew was following her and her mother around the following day, recording everything they did. However, after checkout, Cooper claims that Lively herself arrived with a video camera, recording them and even their car.
Next morning, we kind of were being followed by her security guard a little bit on the way out, checking out of the hotel. Blake Lively herself comes out, starts recording us, says hi to get us to look up at her, circles our car, gets the car information, license plates, all that.
Cooper then claims that Lively's team started harassing her online, looking through her Instagram stories. She specifically called out Lively's lawyer, social media manager, nanny, and even random troll accounts, some of whom she claims body-shamed her, with one person allegedly calling her fat.
Things went from like just a normal little trip to Blake Lively's inner circle, her attorney, her social media girl, and one of her nannies, and a bunch of mysterious incognito accounts following me and harassing me.
Cooper didn't just post one video about the experience. She posted several, some of which were almost 10 minutes long, detailing her trip, her hotel stay, and how the staff was giddy with anticipation over Lively's arrival. She also explained that, although she isn't a huge fan of Blake Lively, she was intrigued by the spectacle, especially since she openly supports Baldoni in Lively's ongoing legal drama with Justin Baldoni. But wait, there's more. The very next day, her Instagram story began to receive some unexpected attention. She discovered some strange viewers looking at her posts, including the hotel manager, whom she located on LinkedIn, Lively's lawyer, Ezra Hudson, and, according to her, the actress's nanny and social media manager. She then revealed all the details about these mystery watchers in another video.
Then you guys, these anonymous Instagram accounts start viewing her stories. She said she had posted this selfie of herself and posted like Team Justin Forever. And then an account, Team Justin Forever, started to view her stories. She also noticed this account viewed her stories, and this ended up being Blake's lawyer. So this account viewed her story and then blocked her.
It's not looking good if this is true and Blake and her team actually bullied this girl. But Blake Lively is having other problems as well because her name is drowning in filth.
She used these allegations of sexual harassment and she used these allegations of bullying to try and leverage her position so she could be the de facto director.
And just like that, they finally ended up in court, and trust me, this is turning into one of the messiest Hollywood legal showdowns since Amber Heard versus Johnny Depp at the beginning of this year. Blake's lawyers were so shaken by Justin's courage and his not backing off that they even tried to slap him with a gag order to shut him up, but the judge not having it, the judge ruled against Blake's team, pointing out that they had been just as vocal in the media, so it wouldn't be fair to silence one party, but not the other. Just like that, Justin's team bagged their first win. But oh, it only got worse for Blake. Her lawyers weren't done yet. They went on to complain that Justin's lawyer Brian Friedman was just way too talkative, according to reports they attacked Friedman, claiming he's being way too chatty about the case in public, giving them little wiggle room to respond in the court of public opinion. Every time Blake's legal team tried to counter Friedman's claims, he was already dropping another revelation, leaving them struggling to keep up, and the judge not bothered one bit. He shut down their objections on the spot and let Friedman continue speaking freely. Another major blow for Blake's side. This is the same guy who straight up vowed to sue Blake into oblivion. Judging by how he handled things in court, he wasn't joking.
He doesn't care about party, he doesn't care about, which company it is. He fights for the ostracized loner who's getting dumped on by these companies, which leads us to the Blake Lively situation. Now, she would say in this situation, she's the victim, Baldoni's the bad guy. And just to lay it out for the audience in a little bit more detail, what she's claiming is that even though she was a much bigger star than Justin Baldoni, who I never heard of before this lawsuit.
However, the real issue started when they discovered that Justin Baldoni was fighting online as well as in court. When Blake's lawyers learned that he had created a whole website devoted to the issue, they were incensed. To make matters worse, he intended to post all of the recordings, receipts, lawsuit paperwork, you name it. Blake has been attempting to persuade Justin's lawyer to stop blabbering about the case in the media. According to one statement, Blake's lawyers also complained about Justin's new website devoted to the case, telling the judge that they believe it is improper. Friedman defended his actions by pointing to the New York Times article in which Blake first made her claims of sexual harassment against Justin, asking why Blake couldn't do the same. That was Friedman's argument, and he made sure the judge heard it clearly. Guess what? The judge agreed, giving Justin another victory.
PR crisis agent was brought in because actually Blake Lively's publicist, Leslie Sloan, was planting stories negative to Justin. And all Justin wanted to do, and it's all through the text message.
The real surprise, however, came next. Blake's attorneys were virtually pleading with the judge to allow her to select the person who would question her at the deposition, obviously attempting to keep Freeman out of it, but the judge quickly made his selection. That moment hit Blake's legal team like a ton of bricks. You could see the annoyance on their faces, and to be honest, it's no wonder why. They know precisely what's going to happen, and it doesn't look good for them. Blake doesn't get to choose who deposes her. Friedman isn't the type of lawyer who backs down, so the idea of Blake confronting him must be daunting for her. A deposition is a serious matter for people who may not be familiar with legal processes. It's when someone is questioned under oath and every single word they say can be used against them in court. There's no room for PR spin, no carefully crafted statements, just raw, unfiltered truth. The person being questioned has to answer everything, even the uncomfortable stuff. And here's where it gets interesting. Blake's legal team has been doing everything in their power to keep her from facing Friedman. That's not just a legal strategy, it's a clear sign that she might not be ready for what's coming, and that raises an even bigger question. If Blake is so confident in her claims, why is she so afraid of a deposition? The judge officially ruled that both lawsuits would be combined into one case. That means this won't drag out for years in a messy back and forth. Legal battle instead, we're looking at a high-stakes courtroom showdown with everything on the line, and guess what? The trial date is locked in for March 2026, unless of course, they reach a settlement before then. But as for settlement, no chance at all. If it's up to Justin's lawyer, he's ready for a fight and is making no secret of it.
Has been destroyed by this. The company, the individuals at the company. This is a really serious thing. And in this day and age, the only way that you can truly get back and is to prove your innocence. It's not be found guilty. It's to prove your innocence. And that's what we're actively working to. So that may only be able to be done in a courtroom.
However, let's face it, Blake is in serious trouble if this matter actually gets to trial. The situation is far larger than what occurs in court. It's also playing out in the court of public opinion. Additionally, the website he built was a clever move. Blake used the media to attack him, and now he's using the internet to fight back. He's not only defending himself in court, he's winning the PR battle either. At this point, you have to ask yourself if Blake should just quit and apologize before she ruins herself completely, because if she doesn't find a way out of this, she might have to pay Justin $400 million. And let's not forget, where is Ryan Reynolds in all of this? If his wife loses, it's not just her problem. It's their problem with the court date approaching. So who do you guys think will leave the losing team? Blake or the group Justin? Please leave a comment with your opinions and be sure to visit our next